The moment Minjae's eyes dropped to my wrist, my stomach lurched. The faint white shimmer was still there, soft and accusing, like it knew it had just betrayed me. His eyes widened. His lips parted like he was about to say something, and I ran. I didn't even think. My body just moved on its own, shoving past the crowd, heart hammering in my ears. I felt like if I stayed another second, I'd suffocate under his gaze.
Ji Hoon.
The voice came from behind me, but it wasn't Minjae. I glanced back long enough to see Nammin pulling himself away from Tae Yang, almost stumbling as he rushed after me. His face was flushed and guilty, but I didn't have the space in my head to even ask. We pushed through the side door of the concert venue and finally spilled out into the cold night air. I doubled over, gasping, hands on my knees. Oh my God! I wheezed. He saw it. He definitely saw it. Nammin didn't answer. He just stood there, chest rising and falling, staring at the ground like his mind was miles away. Nammin, I said softly, straightening up. He blinked, forcing a small, strained smile.
You don't know that. Maybe he won't care.
He will, I said immediately, my voice breaking. You know Minjae, once he decides something, he's like a dog with a bone. He won't stop until he's sure. And he's never wrong when he's stubborn about something. Nammin nodded faintly, but he still wouldn't look at me. I caught a flash of red on his ears, and it hit me that he'd been in Tae Yang's arms just seconds before. It made me suspect something. We didn't talk about it. We just stood there in silence, both pretending we weren't shaken to our cores. I didn't sleep much. Every time I closed my eyes, all I saw was Minjae's shocked expression. So when I saw him walking toward me in the hallway, my body went rigid.
Hey, about last night.
I'll handle the project. I cut in. Too fast, too loud. He blinked.
What?
Our literature project, I mumbled, fumbling with my locker. I'll just do the whole thing. Don't worry about it. I didn't look at him. Couldn't. My heart felt like it was trying to break out of my ribcage. Before he could say anything else, I slammed my locker shut and walked away as quickly as I could without actually sprinting.
Ji Hoon, wait.
I didn't. By lunch, I noticed Nammin still wasn't at school. No text, no call, nothing. It wasn't like him to just disappear. Worry tugged at the back of my mind. I was staring blankly at my notebook when Tae Yang suddenly appeared at my desk.
Hey, have you heard from your friend today?
I blinked at him. Nammin, he nodded quickly. I tilted my head, still thrown. No, why? You usually act like he doesn't even exist. Tae Yang gave a weak shrug.
I just wanted to check.
I frowned. Maybe he's not feeling well. He's still recovering, you know? Something in his face faltered, like disappointment sneaking through before he could hide it.
Oh, right.
And just like that, he walked away, leaving me sitting there, more confused than ever.
Basketballs thudded against the polished gym floor in a steady rhythm, but my head felt like it was underwater. Every pass, every sprint, every call from Coach Min just blurred into white noise. I caught Tae Yang's eyes across the court once. He looked just as spaced out as I felt, which, considering how annoyingly energetic he usually was, said a lot. Focus, both of you. Coach Min's voice cracked like a whip. If you're going to stand there like statues, go sit on the bench. And just like that, we were benched, me and Tae Yang, side by side like a pair of scolded kids while our teammates kept practicing. For a while, we just sat there, sweat dripping down our temples, breathing hard. The sound of sneakers squeaking on the floor echoed around us. Then Tae Yang let out a dramatic sigh.
What's eating you? You can tell me.
I hesitated, then said quietly, Do you know about the Soulmate mark? He blinked at me.
Soulmate mark?
Yeah, the ink, I said, rubbing my wrist subconsciously. He chuckled.
That old fairy tale? Sure, I've heard of it, but I don't believe in it. It's like astrology for hopeless romantics.
I huffed out a laugh that didn't feel real. I used to think the same thing. His eyes flicked to me, sharp now.
Used to?
I stared at the scuffed floor between my shoes. The first time it happened, we were in the art room. Me and Ji Hoon. I grabbed his wrist, and it just appeared. This faint white shimmer. I ignored it, thought I was seeing things. But then it happened again when we were walking home. I paused, chewing the inside of my cheek. It started bothering me, so I researched it. Turns out it's real, or at least, some people believe it is. They say the mark shows up when two soulmates meet, and only when an angel of love and harmony is living in the same town. Tae Yang was staring at me like I'd just told him aliens had abducted me.
An angel of love? You've gone crazy, Minjae.
Maybe, I said, but the mark was there, on both of us. He went quiet, which was unusual for him. Then he tilted his head, eyes narrowing.
So what now? You gonna date him?
What? No, I said immediately, too fast. My voice cracked on the last syllable. Tae Yang snorted.
Right. Totally convincing. So what was that concert stunt about? You don't even like K-pop. Why show up, knowing Ji Hoon would be there, if you didn't care?
My mouth opened, but nothing came out, because I didn't actually have an answer. I just wanted to be there.
Thought so. Just so you know, I'm not giving up on him.
I rolled my eyes, but there was something off in his tone. A crack in his usual cocky armor. What's with you anyway? I asked, side-eyeing him. You've been weird since your concert. He went still.
I can't stop thinking about it. When the lights went out, I hugged Nammin, and he felt so thin, fragile, and the way he looked at me, I can't get out of my head.
Something tugged at my chest, unexpected. Tae Yang, cocky, loud, confident Tae Yang, looked shaken. I nudged him lightly with my shoulder. That's how it starts, you know. He frowned.
What starts?
Worrying about someone else, I said simply. It's the first stage. He scoffed, a flash of his usual grin slipping back in.
Whatever you say, Dr. Love.
But the way his gaze drifted back to the court told me he wasn't as unaffected as he wanted me to think.
I was just packing up my books when I noticed Minjae walking straight toward me. His expression was unreadable. Tight jaw, eyes fixed like I'd done something unforgivable. My stomach dipped. For the past couple of days, I'd done everything I could to avoid him. Switching seats, ducking out early, pretending to be busy with friends. And now here he was, closing the distance between us like a storm.
Ji Hoon, we need to talk.
My mind scrambled for an excuse. I have somewhere I need to be right now.
Don't. Stop running away from me.
It was so sudden, so sharp, that the chatter in the classroom died. Heads turned. My heart thudded painfully in my chest as Minjae's frustration spilled over.
You've been avoiding me like I've got the plague, and I'm sick of it.
Before I could even process, he grabbed my wrist and yanked me toward the door. Gasps followed us as he hauled me out of the classroom like some kind of rebellious scene from a drama. I could feel heat crawling up my neck, partly from the embarrassment and partly from the panic flooding my veins. Minjae, I tried to pull my arm back, but his grip was firm, unrelenting. He didn't say a word until we turned down 2 empty hallways and slipped behind the old storage room near the back stairwell, where the air smelled faintly of dust and forgotten cleaning supplies. He finally let go. For a long second, he just stood there, breathing hard, like he was trying to contain something volatile inside him. Then he turned on me, eyes burning.
I know,
he said quietly, and somehow that was more terrifying than his earlier shouting. My throat tightened. Know what?
Don't play dumb with me, Ji Hoon.
His gaze flicked down, just for a second, toward my wrist, then back to my face.
I know you're my soulmate.
The words felt like they knocked the air out of me. My heart lurched, a violent, painful twist in my chest. He took a slow breath like he had to force the next part out.
But I have no intention of actually being that. With you.
It stung, way more than I wanted to admit.
This mark is a problem, and we need to find a way to get rid of it. Together.
I just stared at him, numb.
You know as well as I do, our moms hate each other. They'd never accept this, and we can't risk it.
There was nothing to say. He was right. Everything about this was impossible. Still, a small part of me, traitorous and foolish, had hoped that maybe fate choosing him meant something, that maybe it was allowed to. But hearing him like this, seeing how determined he was to erase it, it was like that fragile hope crumbled to dust right there between us. Okay, I said, forcing the word past the lump in my throat. We'll get rid of it. He nodded once, but then stared at me, coming closer, a small smirk lining his lips.
But why do you look disappointed? Do you wish for something else to happen between us?
And I looked back at him, feeling something quietly crack. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe to the channel for more episodes.